Hello, fine folks, and welcome to Booghy Plays. I'm not playing tonight, not playing anything. I'm just I'm doing a small. Come on, dude. No, I'm doing a small adjustment now. uh, I wanted to talk a little bit about Spiel de Jahres. Now, hello D. You appear there as my number one fan right now. So thank you. Seems to be alright. Seems to be alright. Everything seems to be alright. Yeah, I'll wait for maybe someone who came by. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about Spiel des Jahres. And yeah, give my 2 cents, and then just talk a little bit uh, about nothing and everything as I usually do. If some of you guys will show up, well, hopefully we'll have a small talk, some small talk. We have been we haven't been as busy as we were in June, but we have but I think we're in sort of a burnout. Um, and I feel it with everything going on, life and work and other stuff, and the channel. We're in a bit of a burnout and we need vacation, but we need to pull through for a few more weeks, three or so more weeks. Period. Will be a period where we're gonna have make some live streams, but we will try to play games that we already know. I'm just not in a very good mental state to learn new games, learn new games. That means that when we come back after the August vacation, we're going to have to finish a few more games that we have to finish before Essen. So everything is done. Um, yeah. So if hopefully you're fine. Yeah. So like I said, we're trying to do at least 2 streams per week. Hey Marcus, how are you tonight? And at least two streams to playthroughs per week, and then I wanted to, I don't know, maybe talk with some of you guys, talk a little bit about what's been happening and what are we trying to do. Um, how's the weather in the UK, Marcus? Is it better? Still hot? Um, Here it cooled off for a few days, but now it's back to 36, 37 degrees, 37, 38, so 36, 35, 36, somewhere in this vicinity. So I'm a little bit tired. We did a bit of a workout. We had a bit of a workout for 2 hours. Um, and yeah, trying to keep that mental state alive, as I was saying, because it's been really hard. It's been a so like I said, we're going to have, I think, around 3 more weeks of playthroughs, mainly games that we know. So I'm going to go through some of the games that you wanted. We're going to play The Gallerist. We're going to play, and if you have in mind a few games that you would like to be seen, please tell us, because um, oh, cool. I mean, it's not bad to have high 20s. You could go out and have a bit of fun in the countryside. Um, yeah, don't go to Scotland. There might be that might be. I mean, it's good. I think it's a good time to go to Scotland, right now when it's hot. Yeah. Yeah, some of these older. We're going to try to play some games that we know that I know, in order to still put on some playthroughs before the vacation, because I just don't have the mental capacity, the mental state right now to go uh, through um, through some newer games. I have Voidfall there. I have a few more Tindaya, a few more heavier games that I don't feel like going through the rule book, going through just learning. I don't want to do that. I'm not feeling it right now, and I hope you can understand that. Um, it's been we are in a bit of a burnout, playing all the games all the time, playing games. This is part of our free time and playing for the channel for a lot of time. um, we are up there, and I knew this will happen because this happens uh, every time around July. I mean, since I started the channel in the last 3 years, it happened more or less at the same time. End of June, beginning of July. It feels like a strain. It feels like you need that vacation, but you can't go because it's programmed. Everything is programmed in August. Um, we need that time off. Um, yeah, we need it, but we're gonna have it in August, and that's why in August we're gonna have a fewer playthroughs. Uh, but yeah, that's why we're going to go play some, maybe some classics. Yeah, some medium weight games, some older games. We might go through some Hansa Teutonica, some of these older games in this time, in this period. A few more maps from Concordia, a few more maps from Power Grid. We're gonna churn through these for playthroughs in this time, because there's not gonna be a lot of new content right now, or mean new content in sense of new games. I I haven't asked for new games for such. I think I've asked, but I haven't gotten. I wanted Tang Tiangxia. Oh yeah, those games exactly, Marcus. I mean, we're gonna go through with some of those games, some games that like I like to play. That's right. But I would like to know some of the games that you would want to see also. Um, it, it's been a very tough year for me. I it has been. I had, and it's still I have had, because it's ongoing, 6 years, um which have been mentally very hard, um because mainly personally, because well, since 29, I was married till 2019. uh I we divorced, and we broke up in 2019 with someone else, not with the. Um, and we broke up. We did the divorce, but the divorce ended in the final settlement with some of the assets that we've had. Went uh, through trials since 2021 until now, and I've been in trials since then. A lot of going to court. Yeah, I've always played. Yeah, that's also going to court. That's it keeps me dragging. It keeps me going back to a period that I don't want to go back to, but I have not. There is no other way to deal with this. To deal with the this separation. Yeah um because we couldn't see, me and my ex-wife couldn't see eye to eye with certain things. And yeah, it's been really really hard sometimes to get past the days, and yeah, mentally very very hard. Yeah, it is, because it takes me back to a period that I don't want to go back to. And yeah, that was a pretty well, it like I said, it poked me regularly, and it's been really really hard. uh, and that culminated going again. We have to go through it. We have to go through it again. I don't know how much time will happen, but this is life. We have to go through. It's This is what happened. But I'm trying to say that, and to say that it has been hard, and that's why maybe sometimes I'm not able to put as much as I want to, or to do as much as I want to. Also, sometimes you'll hear me say I have not played this game in 6 years or 7 years or 8 years. That's why, because well, some of those games I used to play with her, uh, and I found myself going back into some of these games slowly after a few years. Um, and I hope it will. I hope it will, Marcus. I hope it will end up. And I'm slowly coming back to it. I'm slowly finding some older games. I'm slowly um, enjoying some of that I was not able to, because yeah, well, some memories were there, and um, yeah, well, it was painful. It I don't I don't wish anyone to go through that. Sometimes life ends up being like that, and you have nothing else to do. But yeah, it's painful, and I didn't want to go to. I Yeah, like I said, that's why I said I have not played this game in a while, or in 6 or 7 years. Yeah, I just didn't want to go back there, but slowly I'm into it. And yeah, that's right. Now I am slowly we have built, and I have built upon those memories, upon these new memories. And well, Radu helped, the channel helped a lot, because I started doing this channel in during the during no I started during I started doing it more professionally, let's say, or more being into it during the pandemic, when everything shut and I needed to stay in house. And what do I do to not go crazy? And then, well, then Radu appeared, and then also Kosti, which rarely appears now, and yeah, D. And it made, yeah, it helped. The games helped, um, and the channel helped to do this. But what I wanted to say is the fact that, well, when I say that it has been a very tough period mentally, well, hopefully that's an explanation why it has been. I'm not a um, I consider myself pretty. I'm used to taking hits, but at you end up at some point being very strained. I hope I'm saying it correctly. And sometimes you just want to blow, blow, and just know nothing about nothing. And one more thing that helped was the fact that some of you guys started to find us, started to watch us, and come in a discussion with us, and be part of what we're trying to do. And I want to thank you guys for doing so, because it gave us hope and understanding that um, we're making something which is decent, which is decently good, and is watchable for some of you guys. I always said that I don't do content. I know that I don't do content for a lot of people because this type of long form content is um, not for everyone. But as long as I can find people who are interested, then it's fun to make. I think. Thank you, Marcus. Thank you. Then it's also fun for us to make because it's the interaction, is the fact that what we're doing, and our love for games and what they can create is more people can see, and yeah, hopefully also the knowledge that I think I have also helps in buying something, or yeah, so on. Exactly. Yeah, we are trying to do that. Exactly. It's also the atmosphere. It's also we are trying to show off games, and to show off that you can have fun playing Age of Steam. You can have fun. You don't need to always be with your head down, and you can always play some of these games which have someone says that they're not fun. You can have fun. It's always about the people. It's always I think this is very important. Yeah, it's about games because this is the bread and butter, but it's mostly about people. It's we want to have fun in a different way. um, i I usually, I'm not a an extrovert. I'm more of an introvert. I don't like going out. I don't like being around a lot of people. Um, I have very few close friends, which I keep them near and dear to my heart. And this hobby allowed me to be myself in a way. Allowed me with to be myself with people that are the same type of weirdos. Um, I I highly recommend for everyone to run, to do sports, to do something activities to for their health. Um, but I'm not a very sociable person because most of the discussions, so a lot of the discussions are pretty dry uh, in a social event. So I do prefer to play a game than just discuss about someone's kids, what they ate last night, and how fast they're growing, and so on and so forth. Well, but this is me. Yeah. So this was a bit of a. I said at some point that I will say why. Well, this is why. I wanted to discuss a little bit about the Spiel des Jahres. Let's talk about it and what happened this year. I have here opened the. So let's see. Um, so we have. Let's see. The Spiel des Jahres is Bombasters. If you have been last year to Essen, this is the game that um, did a teach for it for it's not for Pegasus. It's for this is a game that was published by Super Meeple, I think, or Cocktail Games, which I think it might be a part of Super Meeple, and or they're in cahoots, so of some sort, and Pegasus Spiel in Germany. Um, so and it was one heck of a successful game. I think they sold out. They sold out before before the last day. I think they sold out, and they were telling people to go to Pegasus because I think Pegasus had extra copies, which were in German, but I think the game is mainly outside rules is language independent. So this is the Spiel des Jahres. Uh, I'm sorry, you Germans out there. My German is absolutely bad, absolutely bad. It's a game designed by Hisashi. But I wanted to talk about something else. I want to congratulate. Saturday morning, it was sold out. D says Saturday morning sold out. So it was a huge hit, and it was a. I mean, D did not have time. She was going from this table to 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 this table. She explained this game a lot of times, many times. So if I don't know somebody watches this and had a demo at the cocktail games, most likely did the demo for for them. Most likely, there were a few more people there, but she did a lot of those. Um, so let's take it step by step. I wanted to discuss something about this game because there are a few things which are terribly interesting about our this year's um, uh, Spiel des Jahres. Let's go a bit to BGG. So we have Bomb Busters, right? Bomb Busters re-implements Bomb Squad. So this is the same game which came out in looks the same as the same game. It came out in 2020 during the pandemic, most likely. Um, well, so and this game had absolutely no traction. Nobody talked about this game. No one knew about this game. It was done by Okazu Brand, which is this is a the Japan publisher, and I mean, I mean, I think it did not have a German release. Probably that's why. But did you hear anyone talk about Bomb Busters? No, you didn't. So you can. This is the. I think this is an example for it has a 6.9 on BGG. Let's see how much. Oh, this is an 8. I mean, this is a great game, and this barely makes it. This is 6.9. It's the same game. Okay, it has a slightly difference in artwork, but it's not. It's not. I mean, that one is done by a child and this is done by a uber professional. So take it, yeah. Someone else takes it, gives it a pretty look, okay. Um, gives it also a German release, and then bam, from a nothing, from zero in 2020 to hero in 2025. So I think this is a lesson. This could be a lesson for many designers out there. If your game is not successful today, maybe you have you haven't reached the right publisher, because you might have a very good game that might be the Spiel des Jahres winner 5 years from now. So do that. So that's one thing that I wanted to tell. Now Kinderspiel, I'm not interested. Let's go to Kennerspiel. Endeavor, which is Deep Sea. This is the Kennerspiel as far as I've seen. I have not played this one. I only played the original one, Endeavor, which I think is a great game. And this is more or less the same game. It has a few changes. But I don't think it made the game it made the greatest game ever made, and kept the other one or made the other one a lesser game. There are slight differences, but it's not, I wouldn't say it's night and day difference between the games. And yet, let's look at Endeavor. So this is the original one, Age of Sail, which came out in 20, the original one, and Deep Sea. Let's see if it says it re-implements. Yep, as you can see, it re-implements Endeavor Age of Sail. So maybe you have a game that has a lesser attractive. Okay, we know this is at 7.9 on BGG, is at 8.2. Why? This one has the theme of colonization, and people don't like the theme of colonization. But this is, let's see, this is 129 in strategy. This is 108 in strategy. So why would this one be deserving of a Kennerspiel and this one would not be deserving of a Kennerspiel? I don't know. Who knows? But designers, another lesson to learn these days. You have an older game which is great. Well, retheme it, make it to retheme it to something that creates absolutely no problem for today's audience, and you will get Kenner Spiel des Jahres. This is, I think, this is the lesson which we need to take from this year's Spiel des Jahres. Or there is, I think there's another lesson. I think 2024 was not a great year for games. That is also a lesson that we could take. I don't think it was a great year for games. Kinderspiel, I'm not really interested. I don't play games for kids. But yeah, so Bomebusters, I mean, it must be fun. By as much people had a lot of fun playing it at Essen. I wanted to play this one, so yeah, for me that is the fun one. But Bomebusters might be good. But there are some lessons to take from. If you get the chance, well, learn from it. This is the yeah, exactly, Marcus. Is kind of that. I prefer I have the original. I prefer the original because I like the artwork better. I have also the expansion. Oh, sorry. Oof, a little bit tired. Um, I prefer the original. I am not very underwaterish guy. It's exactly what you said. So yeah, we can learn. People can learn from that. Yeah, and now let's talk about if you're in a chat and if you're with me here, let's talk about whatever you want to talk. Like you said, let's talk a bit about so the gallerist. What else did you say? Yeah, we've played the escape plan, but we could play it again. I mean, there's nothing that keeps me from playing it. Um, I do have to play it a few times to remember it, but we could play it also at some point. There are a lot of oldies but goldies that I want to replay, and hopefully we'll get that chance. Otherwise, yeah, I just when I heard about which games won, um, hey V, oh you're around, yeah. Oh, cool. You pick what did you pick? Escape plan and the gallerist. We'll do the gallerist because I think V also wants to do the gallerist and um yeah. I think you picked up two good games. Um you won't regret it. I think you'll have a lot of fun with both of it in different situations. Yeah, V said about the gallerist also at some point, and we're gonna go through it until, like I said, until we go into vacation. Um, and yeah, yeah, we were talking here what we will do until the on until yeah, until we're going to take a vacation in August. So we have a few more weeks, around 3 more weeks. We're going to do a few more streams, but mainly older games that I kind of know, that I have played, even if they're lighter, because I don't have the mental capacity now to learn new games. I just feel we're in a burnout mainly, and we feel it, and we're trying to um, to overcome it. We're trying to stay on top of it for now, until we manage to enter vacation. No, I have not played Transcontinental. That is a game that I have not played. I wanted to play, but I have not played, and I don't have it. I don't have it. I have New Frontiers though. It's here in my, and it has an expansion. Uh, and I think it's my favorite from all the series. Uh, I don't know if it. I think it might even beat Puerto Rico. I'm not sure if it beats Puerto Rico, but they're very close. Very very close. I don't know if you've played Puerto Rico. I have the old version, the classical. Uh, uh, um, what were the Alia, the one that looks like the deluxe, but it's not the deluxe. You want me to show you the New Frontier? I can show it to you. Let me take this out of sight, and I can take it out. Oosh. This is New Frontier. There's some light. New Frontiers. It's practically it's Race for the Galaxy, the board game, and I prefer the board game. I think. I mean, the Race for the Galaxy is more. Sorry, it's more compact, but I kind of like this one. It's a lot of fun going to the bag, take out planets, choose those planets, create that engine. I like a lot this game. It's a lot of fun, and I can show you because if I have it here, a few. I don't know if you've ever played, but these are two great games. That this I've heard that this one might have a reprint, and I think this one it came out. Um, it was well received, but yeah, it's a very big box. It was well received. It has a lot of small bits and pieces inside. It has why it's such a big box. Hopefully, it has space for expansion, but also has these in different colors, which are absolutely not needed. Absolutely not needed. It's I don't know. They could have used cubes easily, but yeah, you have blue and green and yeah, and the big bag with tiles and you put your hand inside and you draw some tiles and you take a number of tiles and you keep some one or two, I don't remember right now how many, and you create a small ecosystem that it's mainly an engine builder. You create an engine that will score you points. Yeah, and this is a great little game, which I hope it will get the reprint. And this is also a great game that, unfortunately, it just came and went. I think it also has an Uwe Rosenberg stamp of approval, if I'm not wrong. It was it was done by Fairland and Z-Man Games, and I think it has. Oh, it says a special thanks go to Uwe Rosenberg for the inspiration for this game, the ideas for farm expansion, and this endless support. To blah blah blah. So they thank Uwe. I think it has Uwe Rosenberg's stamp of approval. Oh yeah, it has it says Uwe Rosenberg collection. It says the seal signifies that Uwe Rosenberg recommends this game for fans of his work. Yeah, if you like Uwe Rosenberg, you're going to love this little game. I think it's a better game for 3 players than it is for 2 players. For 2 players is not a great experience. It works decently. It's decent for 2 players, but I don't think it's best. I think it's better with more because you have, yeah, you have to cooperate for some things, and the more you are, it's not a cooperative game, but you need to do certain things for so the water doesn't climb over your stuff. Um, yeah, it's a fun game that I hopefully will be able to play it at some point. Mirm is also this is the this lays worker placement on its head because you don't place workers on the main board. You place workers on your own board to do things on the main board. You don't place workers on the main board so you can do things on your player board. You do things on your player board so you can do things on the main board. On the main board you have some ants, some pretty ants. I don't know if yeah, I don't know if you can see if you can place ants. And I have not played this one. I have not played also in a long time, 7-8 years. I have these pretty ants, which let me see if I can show them to you. Come on, man, focus. Yeah, focus. Yeah, you have these ants. Yeah. And you do certain things. You need to do certain, like I said, on your player board to create an ant colony. The bigger, the better. It's a very good game. That died with Istari. When Istari died, this one died also. And I am yeah, I kept it in my collection. And these days I have to say, don't keep. I mean, most of the games that I receive from publishers, most of them, I think 90% of them end up in the library for the festival. Yeah, exactly. It's 3D before 3D printers. That's right. It was. I mean, it was plastic. Plastic. But it's an old game. It's a very old game. I think it's 2009, 10, something like that. Lowlands is a bit. It's a tiny bit. It's a newer one. Another one that is a like I kept it. I like it. It's fun, and yeah. So I have some of these that I still keep because I enjoy and I would like to play it again. That, like I said, there are very few games that I still keep these days in my collection because there are there are a lot of good games that I appreciate. Like as I say at the I usually at the reviews that we're pretty honest in what we do, and yeah, very good games are okay. I think they're for newer audiences mainly, audiences who find this new hobby. Like let's say Minos, which I think it was a fine game, but it had nothing that made me say, "Wow, I want to keep this one." Um, it did not do it for me. But I think for maybe newer players would do it. Would do. Yeah, it's Kraftwagen. This is as I think this is a better one. This is a better version of the older one. I think it's a 3-4. Great game. Great game. Oh. I have not tried to get in contact with Randa Games for a copy. I have to be honest with you. Um I have tried to get through someone. Maybe I could get an, but on email I just don't do it anymore because I usually don't get any response in on emails, and I just say sometimes I just say, well, just it is what it is. Kanban Kraftwagen is different than is a lot different to Kanban. And if you want a four-player game which is faster, which is highly interactive, highly, I would say, meaner in a way, which can be meaner a tiny bit, and in a shorter to play in a shorter period of time, you go for Kraftwagen. If you want a bit more depth, then you go for Kanban. I think they're both great games, but they scratch different itches. Kraftwagen is a game for the medium midweight gamer, which a heavier gamer will enjoy. Kanban is the game for the heavier gamer that some midweight gamers will enjoy. Not Kanban is not a game for everyone, but I do think it's up there. So Kanban with Lisboa, I think both they strikes they strike that balance of weight and streamlining and theme integration, and I think they're great. Uh, Design wise, Inventions might be his greatest design in a way. The way it is designed, I think it's a wonderful design. But as games, I think Lisboa and Kanban are just better. Also, Weather Machine is a fine design. It's a very fine, yeah, it's a fine design. But I think Lisboa and Kanban surpass it. I think they're best streamlined. But I'm digressing. On Mars also, but I think On Mars is the clunkiest in a way. Um, it's not the most streamlined of them all. You have a lot of upkeeping to do on that one. Yeah. So I don't know how you did miss that. I don't know why you missed that play. I think it was a good playthrough, that one. But we will be playing it for sure. At some point, we'll be playing it again. Um, I have not played Shackleton Base. I have not played Shackleton Base. Um, I think part of it is the interaction between players. V. I think this is it looks like a more interactive game. So I don't know what to say. I have not played it. I have very little knowledge on it. Everybody that I talked with said, or everyone that I talked with said, it's a great game. It's worth it. so on and so forth. And I do think it might be because I like what Lopiano does, and I like Kalimala, and I have Kalimala, the first version. I have don't have the second version. Um, so I don't know. I have to solo. I don't play a lot. You know that I don't play a lot solo, and I think for a solo game, I think that's a heavier one. I do think solos. I would go mid heavy at maximum. Yeah. Um, Having a bad rulebook never helps, and I'm still baffled by the fact that publishers these days manage to create bad rulebooks. Which one is quick to learn, uh, Marcus? Is it um, Shackleton Base? Did you play it? Did you enjoy? Did you find it good? Like I said, I have only heard a lot of people told me that's very good. Water. So you played it. I did not. Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, I should try to now. Usually, so when I try to do a playthrough, or I have because the channel is smaller, whenever I'm trying to get some of these uh I see. Um so whenever I'm trying to get one of these uber great games, it's um because the channel is smaller, and yeah, we do a lot of things that don't usually Age of Steam does not get huge, yeah, huge viewership, and because they people watch, and because we don't go only for the new ones, and also play older ones which are not interesting. Usually people are interested. We get a lot of views if we get to 1,000, close to 1,000 views usually, or over when it's newer games, and we manage to get them right there when they're released. It was the case with Set. It was the case with Great Western Trail. What's it called? El Paso. It's the case with the big box for all my goods. Then we get too close to we get 1,000 views, and if you I would do only those, and I would keep only those on the channel. Probably I would not have a lot of videos, but all of the videos are would be close or to 1,000 or more than 1,000 views. Um, but yeah, I'm not interested in doing that. So we play older games, some games, yeah, because we have our, yeah, not a huge following. Usually we get, I don't know, 100, 200, 300 views. Um, so and publishers watch, and whenever I'm trying to get something yes, and they watch, oh, but I'm looking, you don't have a lot of views, blah blah blah, and so on and so forth. So it's hard to get all the les nouveautés, all the new things. But uh, after 1 year, if I still am interested, I am used to. I might manage to get one or two games of the ones that you guys are interested in. So that was the case with Tindaya, for example. I didn't manage to get it then, or Inferno. We didn't manage to get, but probably this year we will manage to get it and play it because it seems like an interesting theme and it might be a good addition to the channel. So it's hard with fewer subscribers to get to that. Yeah, for example, I don't know if I've given this example, but I don't know if I probably said it before, but if I'm sorry if I said it, but so last year I went to Delicious Games. You know Delicious Games, they're a big publisher. No, they're not the big, but they're a very small publisher. It's the publishing house of Vladimir Suchi, or Suchi, I think is the correct one. And at the end of the fair, so they were packing. They did Resafa. You might know Resafa. They had absolutely no success whatsoever. They were packing their boxes from Saturday. Unlike the year before, 2023, when they had evacuation and they didn't have enough copies. And I went to them at the end. They still had a million boxes. And I wanted to play the game. I wanted to try it because Vladimir Suchi. I like Vladimir Suchi. I like what he does. Some of my favorite, my top 100. I think I do have some of his games. I think we did a few playthroughs of his game. So I'm interested in trying a game, and which might be a very good game, but yeah, it was just not successful. That doesn't mean that the game was not good. And I went there. I went to their booth, the Delicious Games booth, and I kindly asked, could I get a copy? Look, this is what I do. I showed them how I do it. I showed them, and I think the all the booth is run by himself, his wife, and his son. Out of what plus a few, one or two more people who help them, and it was Vladimir Suchiak there, and I think his wife. And I asked for a copy, and they asked, how many subscribers do you have? And I said around 500. We don't give review copies to people who have less than 1,000 subscribers. Even though they had absolutely no success, they had absolutely no, how should I put it? I mean, it's one copy. It's one copy. They were going back with gazillion boxes. They couldn't be bothered even in that situation because we need to have at least 1,000 subscribers. We don't care if you do good work or something like that, or and I said we could establish a relationship, then you could see what I do, and nah, we just want at least 1,000 subscribers. And in a way, yeah, well, that's their policy, and there's nothing I can do about it. But yeah, imagine how hard it is usually to try to get copies from bigger publishers. I do have a good relationship with some publishers, which I'm thankful for. Let's see if I'll be able to continue getting some and come back from Essen with new games. If not, well, we'll probably play what we have and try to make it work like this. If it's not going to work, and at some point we might have to end it, because that's life. Yeah. So, but like I said, usually after a year, might happen to be able to get. But although I think Shackleton Base is sorry, we are French, right? And those are French, so not easy. With sorry, we are French, not easy. But I'm gonna try. If you guys said it's good, yeah, just for the fun of it. So, what else do you say? What else do you do these days? And I also, that's a thing that crossed my mind. Yes, I yeah. Sorry, we're French. Did yeah. Um, I kind of so like I said, we are a little bit on the brink of going nuts. Well, yeah, back in 2000. Today, they are smaller publishers sometimes feel more important than the bigger ones. They don't even want to talk to you. No, no, we want to talk to bigger reviewers. We're not interested in smaller ones. It's like they're not smaller. It's not like they're a small publisher. Um, yeah. So, but like I said, I'm not soft. I'm used to taking a beating. So, uh, I am a black belt. So I know how what it is to take a beating. So I am, I am, I have tough skin. Um, and I like challenges. Yeah. So I was saying that we are a bit of a burnout. So I kind of try to say this at some point to all people: do not get into a burnout, because if you get into a burnout, um, you might end up just saying, I don't want to talk, I don't want to play games anymore, I don't want to have anything to do with games anymore, and you might miss out just because you overdid it. Don't overdo it, like anything in life, don't overdo it. Just at some point, um, uh, try to either balance things, also go to the theater, also watch a film, also do different things. uh, don't overdo it, because you will end up um, hating it. And if you don't have a channel like I do, uh, yeah, chin up, exactly. Take some time out. Exactly, yeah, 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 that's true. um and yeah, do something else, and keep a balance, and then go maybe a bit, go again and have a lot of fun, and then I don't know, do something else, because you might not, like I said, you might end up not wanting to do it anymore, and you might miss out on the fun of it. And because I have a channel, so I, even if I had moments when I said I just don't want to play games anymore, I just don't want to, but I have to do it for the channel. And I realized I just need to balance things better. Why claim? Uh, what do you mean you're very strict? You have to explain yourself. You're very strict. Um, I don't know if it's burnout. Burnout is you don't want to do it anymore. You just don't want to play. By the way, Marcus, I'm a big fan of UK stuff. My favorite comedian. I have two favorite comedians. One is Dave Allen, which is British, and the other one is the both. They're both late greats. One is Dave Allen, and the other one is um, the ponytail, the American guy. Ah, you're very very strict rules eyes. She wants to bend the rules. Uh, well, yeah, I know. D likes to play. D would like to bend the rules from time to time, and she always takes the e. So I usually say, I kind of know how rules are if I've played enough games. I know that one. So I kind of know that even if I don't go through the rules, I kind of know that a rule should be in a certain way. And I tell her, no, I think the rule should be like this. And she says, no, because I look to the rule. And she looks, yeah, it's like you said it. It's the tougher choice usually. And she likes to bend it a bit to get the easier choice. Yeah, I know that. And I am strict also when it comes to rules. Um, Going back. Oh, she's listening. Uh, oh, Carlin, yeah. So Dave Allen, UK. I really liked the. I would have loved to see Dave Allen and George Carlin get together and talk about stuff. Um, as you see now, D says it. Accidentally unfollow the rules. She accidentally unfollows the rules. Uh, sh- yeah, I know what you're saying, V. Uh, well, I don't think rules get in the way of fun. I mean, rules are rules, and then we have to have fun with rules. Um, it's like in sports. It's exactly like in sports. If you wouldn't have rules, a strawberry in the air. Uh, yeah. So you don't need. I I think you should play. Uh, at some point, I came up with a system, V. What are your favorite games? What are your favorite type of games for your wife that your wife enjoys? And if she has certain games that she's good at, and she's good at, I recommend you uh, you create a schedule and you play those games. So now we play a game that I like, and now you I play the game that you like, or something like that. So you make a balance. Uh, if she's willing to put up the time and do it with you, I highly believe that people who play together stay together, and people who manage to have fun. They don't need to love it. She doesn't need to love your passions, but she needs to like them. Because I, for one, don't believe that I have my passions, you have your passions, and I don't know, when do we meet? When do we have the time to for us? Is like I've said this before, even with um the playing games is the one of the few moments when we have time for us for for us time, and otherwise it would be, yeah, it wouldn't be easy. um Sometimes it's work, but it's fun. It is fun. Yeah. do, do you I'm not trying to impose anything in the end. I mean, I'm not trying to say that my method is the best, but this is what I believe in. Let's put it this way. And it's better for people to enjoy the same things. Yes. Um Why? Why is that? Where's the wife? Where is she? Marcus, you never talked about. Do you have a partner? Do you play games with? Deep regrets. Life choices, huh? Or how do you guys play? Do you play with? Do you have groups? Oh, she just done that. Well, play the games that she likes. Play a few of the games that she likes, and then trick her to play one of yours. Yeah, as I was saying, how do you guys um do you have groups that we play with? I know in uh, oh, Deep Regrets is a let me see, because I don't know if this is a game. I thought you had Deep Regrets. Let me see. Oh yeah, this is a game. Oh, Deep Regrets, a game about fishing progressively more horrifying things out of the ocean. Oh, oh, this is a game I haven't played. She likes to win by any means. Uh, you told me she's also Eastern European, right? She has Eastern European roots, right? She did also. Yeah, it was double meaning exactly. um, I have not played this one. Uh huh. You have a lot of cons there, Marcus. Do you have? I mean, you can go weekly at conventions. Uh, Here we have. I mean, we started to have a few pubs. Let's call them pubs. They're not really pubs. Pubs. The pub is only. It's an English term or a British term. Um, that have board games, and you can go play board games. And in the last few years, five to say 6 7 years, there are more and more, not a lot, but there are a few around Bucharest, for example, and people can go there with their group and play, eat or drink something and have fun, play certain games. But we when it comes to cons or festivals, as I call them, um, fairs, um, there's just there's mainly two here in Bucharest. So again, V, she is from. So you said she was from. She's also Eastern Europe, Belarus or something. You said, right? If she grew up, if she is from the Eastern Europe also, the eastern part of Europe also, she grew up in the same competitive way of schools as we all did. So in the Soviet way of in the Soviet schooling system, which was uber competitive, which was why did that girl or that guy have a bigger grade than you had? It's she smarter than you? What does she has at home that you don't have at home? So she gets better grades. Did she had the same parents? The same education? Well, that's the that's the Russian way of doing things. They like to bend the rules, as you can see. They're doing it now also. Ah, oh, cool, cool. It's nice to have groups, and you can go in your area. Ye- I think I asked you before. She likes cheating. You should create a C and says she cheater. Yeah, you should play some games where she can cheat. Then yeah, she does. I think she's not a fan of playing games. If she likes that, I don't think she's really a fan of playing board games. And she plays them, I think, only if she wins. Um, you got yourself a competitive girl there. Yeah, but you have a small daughter, right? I would say start playing some games with her. Start with some small Carcassonne, some Carcassonne Junior, and some Ticket to Ride First Journey. Make her a board gamer. Use this time wisely, because I think you said she's 5 or so. So use this time. This is where you can shape her personality, right? So when she's going to be a teenager, hopefully she will like to play games with her father. I don't know what's Binjo. I have never played. Let me look. Thank God I have a computer. I don't know what's booty dice. Uh, Piggyback and Factory. This is the I don't know. I see no booty dice. What's booty dice? Uh, Pirates fight to collect the most gold doubloons. Oh, I see. It looks like a very simple game. It's ages, but I see it's ages 8 and plus, but probably it's not very complicated. Yeah, she's an Eastern European girl, so she'd be fine. Uh, I see. So you play some dice, but that's good. If you're playing with her, that's the way to go. It's perfect. Convert her from now, starting as young as she should be, as she gets it. Yeah, and all, like then you can go through, I don't know, Rhino Hero and some other of these games. She's a, she throws well, huh? Well, um, well, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. To be honest with you, I don't know. Don't make her throw all her luck with dice. Now, play some games with some strategic choices. She should keep some of that luck for other stuff. Ooh, yeah. So I want to thank you guys for coming. Um, I wanted to do this in a while. For one thing, I wanted to explain that why I have been under a lot of stress in the last years, and it's been a lot of stress in the last years. And also, yeah, why it's I would like to put on a lot more content, but it's just we are right there, right there. SpongeBob SquarePants. I think if she watches, it's quite good. If she watches, I mean, there could be worse things than SpongeBob SquarePants. But you should put on some classical Tom and Jerry. I mean, she could. I think those were will never die. They were too good. Yeah, and like I said, we're up there um, on our burnout. We'll be able to go 3 more weeks, but we'll go for games that we know that we've played, uh, that are um, that are more familiar to us. Like I have a few more maps of Concordia, maybe one more map of Age of Steam, and one more map of Power Grid, and most likely we'll do the Gallerist because um, it was you guys wanted it, and then I don't know what else. We'll see. I have a few. I have a few that are that I would like to play and replay. No, I mean, I enjoy playing it, Marcus. And the for me, what's the most fun of and what has been regenerating me in a way is the fact that you guys came along this, and it's a lot of fun interacting with you and how you guys see things, and yeah, and uh, the way you help us. You are part of what we are doing, and you also help create the atmosphere at the table, and this is what makes it enjoyable. Um, it makes it more enjoyable. Yeah, I do like. I mean, it's a lot of fun. That moment. What is right now? What is not fun for me is I've tried to learn a whole new game, go through the 30 odd books of it, pages of it, and I just didn't want to. I do not want to learn a new game anymore. I don't want to learn a new game anymore. I just don't want it. Um, I've learned a lighter one, and I was trying to understand why am I playing it, but we will have to go through it. Um, and I'm going to try to be as positive as I can, um, and try to focus on the good things. But it's a yeah, it was a design that I think it needed more work. It's almost empty. Yeah, it's almost empty. We just need a few weeks off, um, which will come in August. August, like I say, after the I don't know, in the middle of August, it's going to come. That until now, I just have to suffer through it. And I mean, it could have been just better, but with the trials, with going to court, uh, lawyers, and again going through things, going back with things. Um, this has just plus yeah, some insatisfaction when it comes to my professional life. Um, but those are I can deal with those, but the things that just comes from going on now it's a almost a 4-year trial to just trying to settle things with, it's just hard. Well, Voidfall was the one that I was talking about, V. That was the one that I was talking about. I wanted to go through it and maybe, and then I said, nope, this will be probably late September, Voidfall. I have met someone that lives around Bucharest. That's a developer, and he was a developer for Voidfall, and we've talked, and maybe he will teach it to us. I oh no, I have not tried. You know what seems to work to me is going for a swim. This seems to work. It clears up a little bit your head. It more my head. Sorry. This this works, and yeah, when I teach kids martial arts, having to interact with kids which have absolutely um, no contact with real life, and they just live for the pleasure of living, and they're fun and they're crazy. These keep me going. The And sometimes work um when I manage to do a good shoot, or when I manage to get some good images. But this has happened not frequent lately. Uh, I and yeah, just need a break. We all need a break. It's just normal. But we have to power through it, because usually our break is in August. But bourbon, not a huge fan of alcohol. I I used to be a so I used to until around 6 years ago, until the pandemic, until 2020. I used to train a lot. I used to train 4 to 6 times a week, um, around 2 hours a day per day in martial arts, and I've been doing this a long, long time. So for me, alcohol was always a no-no, a big no-no. I What's that? Wine for you? Uh, yeah, wine. So alcohol usually for me is a big no-no. I don't drink alcohol. Um, so I always had to find something else, and the gym was a good thing. I am I'm 42. This year I'm 42. Um, I I can't go through five hobbies. I have the same hobbies. So the my last hobby is board gaming, which started 2013. And I think I some of my hobbies I've transformed it into real work. Some of my hobbies I've transformed into some sort of work. So I try to do the things that I like. So young, yet so old. um, and I still like training. I wish I wish I could. I mean, and I still feel good enough to train. I It's not like when I was 28 or 29 or 30. I think even to 38. Um, uh, so I still motorcycle. Um, I still like doing long trips on my motorcycle. I'm not in a club. I still like to train. Uh, I don't hide those thinking moments deep. Well, judo is a good thing. Mine is I've done karate or karate, just called all my life. Um, so yeah, it's I think they're good disciplines. Um, so like I said, I don't like to hide those thinking moments. I am very honest with myself and try to fight everything that I need to fight. But it can also get tiring. I'm not part like me being I said that I'm an introvert, so I'm an introvert, so so I don't really go for these. Well, I usually do the trips alone with D, um, or my brother, or with my brother, because he's a motorcyclist too. Uh, I never been in a club, and I think what is the I mean the classical Hell's Angels and so on. This is um, more a part of the American culture than it is to the European culture. We don't really have bad boys motorcyclists here. Um, they are rockers. They are yeah. They like to hear heavy metal music and so on and so forth. But it's not the bad boy culture that it is in the U.S. Uh, it's very different. I can only imagine. You gotta send me that YouTube. I think that thing. I'm gonna laugh at it. Yeah. So I don't know. I like I said, I don't to finish that thought. I try not to, but um, to not keep them in a loop, you need to, yeah, need to find something that just go away now. Now I have other things to do. I have to concentrate on this. And it's yeah, I'll try to do it with fun things. And what I mean, this is a fun thing to do. And as I said before, um, it's not very complicated for me to do. The most complicated thing is uh, learning games and trying not to make mistakes. And sometimes I will, yeah, I'm sorry. Sometimes we do make mistakes, but I do think that, and there are people who spots our mistakes, and it's nice to see that people are watching and they try to, yeah, and they enjoy our things. Sometimes we make mistakes, but I think the what we strive for is, yeah, we'll acknowledge and we try to do as little as few mistakes as we can. But what we try to do first and foremost is show an atmosphere, and yeah, and how the atmosphere of the game. This is what it's important. I will finish soon. Also, Marcus, thank you for being with us. Um, and yeah, hopefully more people will find us, and yeah, we'll have some. We'll come by and have a few a chat with us. I think it's fun, and you guys are a lot of fun, a lot of fun. Um, yeah. So so until the end, so until we go in vacation, we, like I said, we're going to do some more playthroughs. We'll do another top 10 of top 10 games that you can bring with you when you travel. And I'm quite curious what Radu brings with him when he travels. It's going to be quite interesting to see what what Game of Thrones or something else, or Andor or King of Tokyo he wants to shoehorn in that list. Um, and like a few more playthroughs, and hopefully hopefully it will be fun for you to watch. We're trying to make it fun for you to watch and for you to interact with us, uh, and yeah, be with us here. It's fun for us, and it has to be fun for you too. King of Tokyo. Uh, yeah, King of Tokyo. What is happening here? Oh, I see. You sent me that. I'm gonna watch it. Um, uh, that clip. Yeah. So I think it's about time to. Um, I think we can end this discussion with, if you're a designer, design a game and find the right publisher, because you will get it published and no one will know about your game, and then you, if you publish it with another publisher which publishes it in German too, uh, then after you do that, then you're most likely going to get Spiel des Jahres. And if you have a great game but you have a theme of colonization, change the theme, you might get Spiel des Jahres. I think we can learn this lesson from what happened this year in Spiel des Jahres. Hitman talking board games. Why do you say that? He's. I think he usually is the guy that waits for the hitman to hit him. This is what Radu is. He just sends one and then he says, "I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the hits." He's he's Radu, but I say he's a good asset to the channel. He looks like a hitman. You should meet him. Hit me, man, maybe. That's a good one. I don't think I Radu, if you're in the closet, now is the time to come out. Radu the hitman. He wouldn't hit a fly, man. He's such a wuss. Oh yeah. I think yeah, there is a good balance for yeah, the way we did it. And I do think that he comes from a different perspective than I do. He doesn't like the heavier the better. He likes the lighter the better. So it's a very good balance. The somewhere in the middle usually. I think it's a very good balance. Yeah. And we don't need to agree on everything. Sometimes we agree, sometimes we don't, and I think that's the fun part in the end. And yeah, it would be nothing without you guys. So I'll end this one here. I want to thank you guys for being with me tonight, for not letting me speak all alone here. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being with us. Hopefully, more people who are watching we'll have this. This. I will get into the mix, into the discussions, because the more is interesting to me also because I can get into different topics and things that you are interested in. So I think I think the next playthrough might be on Thursday, and we'll see. Thursday, maybe we'll be able to do Thursday and Friday also, and I don't know with what. We'll see. But if you like what you see, as always, please like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't, there are a lot. More than half that watches this channel have or watch. Yeah, on some certain videos are not subscribers of the channel. So it would help the channel a lot if you do it. We're not some rich YouTubers who will get even more rich if we do this. Now, we spend more on the channel than we make. So if you have a buck or two to spare and you can help us on Patreon, you have that patreon.com/join says BooghySJ. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, help us on Patreon. I want to thank my patrons. We are moving on. It's just right now a period which is rather bad. I've explained why, but we are moving forwards. We are treading water, but we are moving forwards. Yeah, I want to thank my patrons. Thank you guys. I think there are 5. If none of you left, that's what we have. If some of you left, I want to thank you for what you did, and we wait for you. Yeah, in the future, and until next time. What it says that, which is play a lot. Thank you, V. Play loads, as you Brits say. Have fun, and bye bye, fun folks, wherever in the world you are.